Hello, hello, good morning from the capital. Good morning from Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning from Port of Spain. Good morning to the entirety of Trinidad and Tobago, from Scarborough to Palo Seco. Blessings, blessings to everyone. All praise is due to the Almighty Creator. We thank Him for life. We thank Him for the opportunity to be here in the land of the living, and we make the best of it. We give Him praise, and 91.9 FM is a place of praise to the Almighty Creator. So I know that so many of our listeners as well got up this morning, gave thanks, that gratitude that is necessary to embody and this training as well. When you first give thanks to God, then obviously from that flows that additional thanks to others, that manners, that good word that makes us better, that helps us to appreciate. And we appreciate every Trinbagonian. Good morning to those who are out and about in the little rain. Make sure I wipe off all the rain this morning. The beautiful showers that make our parks, our hills green. When we are accustomed to beauty and to goodness, sometimes we take it for granted. Let us not take our blessings for granted. Driving south to north, looking at the hills that pin Trinidad and Tobago down, that line, that northern region, the northern range, is such a beautiful sight. But we are so accustomed that we miss it. We miss the green, and then we miss sometimes the season is changing, and in the hardship of the sun, you start to see the true colors of the trees and vegetation. Sometimes we miss it. There's so many shades of green in our hills, and then there would be a transition into some brown, sometimes even a burning if it becomes intense in terms of our dry season. But then life is given to those hills and to Trinidad, the land, with rains again. Let us learn to appreciate. Let us see the beauty in what we have. And let us work towards better. You know, I want to even be careful with more, but more is a word as well. More is fine. But let us work towards treasuring what we have that is meaningful, and even regaining some of what we had before that is essential and meaningful, and also, you know, grasping, holding development and technological advancement and modern amenities that make life easier as well. Let us balance ourselves. Let us balance ourselves. And all of this is part of our aim. All of this has to be embodied in our consciousness. All of this we have to take in mind and live. Right? Good morning again from Tobago, well, to Tobago. Good morning again to all of our listeners there, and viewers, of course. Remember, we're streaming live on YouTube, excuse me. We also on Facebook as well. And I need not remind the usual people about our calling lines, but I am sure there's a new person today tuned in. Good morning to you, especially 3420081466539. That is now where Tobago is, and of course Trinidad is before them, and we will be there when we have this process for selection of our leaders again. It's done. Now we move forward. Now we have to find a way forward. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank God for His friends and blood. Thank God for His friends and blood. Thank God for His friends and blood that washes righteous flow. We are together again, praising the Lord. We are together again in one accord. Oh God, something good is going to happen. Something good is in store. We are together again. Praise the Lord. Thank you.
And thank you very, very much. Whatever we have, let us give it. Let us give it freely, as it has been given to us. We ain't really, I know we tell ourselves sometimes that we have earned, but at the same time we are earning, we are also blessed and given as well. The first rubric and the first brick of life is given to us, and everything else, yes, we work and we struggle and we strive, but we are also blessed through the hand. Some teacher, while we are learning and making that effort, is imparting and sharing that knowledge with us. Somebody has written those books, etc., although we work as well. So if we have a beautiful voice like Mother, who always shares with us, share it. Share that smile. Share whatever we have that we are blessed and given as well, and that we may think we also work for to some extent. Share it. Don't hold, and more will come. More will come if we allow life to circulate. If we allow everyone to breathe, then the cycle continues and is completed. But if we stop, if some of us stop the flow of goodness, of sharing, of everyone, then we spoil the cycle. And that is, of course, a crucial issue that we have in our nation, and that is challenging so many nations that are built on concepts of greed and excess and attainment, right? And we've discussed and talked about that quite a bit. So Chief Farley Augustine, Chief Secretary, I almost lost the title there, right? Would be back to work, right? Because he was there before. But I hope conceptualizing how he can deliver. That's the task. The aim, the aim is not supposed to be just to win elections and continue in power. Of course, that's the political aim of some. I remember one telling me, well, you know, if you never win and whatever, you're wasting it. It doesn't make sense. Whatever. Conceptually, they think that some people think just winning, just getting there, just holding a position is success, and that is far from it. But being able to achieve and build and make your country better is the real success, is the real measure, not occupying office. So I'm sure Mr. Augustine has that contemplation this morning and is back to work pushing Tobago and by extension Trinidad and Tobago forward. And I know there's talk about the connection with him and others or whatever, and I see a relatively young man, not so young, but who has come into the fore of politics. I could remember the picture of him with Mr. Duke in early days of the PDP. You know, not as trim and suited up and refined in image as he is now, but with that passion. And the people of Tobago gave him that support and that responsibility as he has been given again. And now this is the challenge. Now is the challenge to harness the desire that people have. Sometimes people have a desire to move forward, certainly for an improvement in their lives. They may not be sure exactly how to get there. And now you have to even assist in formulating that way for them to get there. These are the immense challenges that exist. So again, all the best to them and all the best to our leaders in Trinidad as well. But let us work, because there is a lot of work to be done. And for those who were not successful, you know, and part of the process, right, you know, thanks to them who are genuine in their effort. You know, people saying they need to go and take a little bathe by the sea. In Tobago, that should be easier. Beaches are quite close to you. Imagine you go to get your bath and they bring a blue soap for you. You know, that might be that might be a little bit salt on the wounds. So for the bathers, the people who bathe and all, they carry a little life buoy or something, not that color, to upset even further. But of course there is a learning as well. Learn and understand, you know, people and do better. And if you are genuine, if you are genuine in your desire and your effort to serve, then even if you have lost, you have won. If you are genuine. Now, whether these people, many of them who offer themselves for this type of service and representation, are genuine is a whole different mix. But let us be intelligent. Let the listener, the viewer, be wise enough to discern. That is our task as well. to discern and to decide. Let us, as people, come together and do what we can do to drive our nation forward. Let us organize our villages and our communities. Let us organize our families. Let us organize our families. Let us make that effort to listen and learn. 91.9 on our morning, some of the other programs, of course. And if there's anyone who can teach us so that we could be wiser, let us grasp that opportunity. Because knowing and not knowing is a big difference. All right, so we take the break on top of the hour, and then we'll be back. We'll take the calls, and we'll continue to discuss the news and current affairs. Blessings.
It's a Crunchnival with the baddest bucket. The Crunch calling with the baddest bucket. That's 7 pieces of chicken for only $99. And for just $25 more, get 4 additional sides. Or crunch into Carnival with a super deal and get 1 piece of chicken, 1 regular side, a biscuit, and a large drink for only $29.95. When the taste moves your waist, you know it's Crunchnival at KFC.
Building dreams, delivering excellence. That's McClatchy Construction Company Limited. Since 2008, McClatchy Construction has grown into one of Trinidad and Tobago's most trusted names in construction. From residential homes to large-scale commercial and industrial projects, we bring integrity, innovation, and professionalism to every endeavor. Our services include general contracting, design and build, construction management, restorations, renovations, structural steelworks, infrastructure development, home construction, and equipment rental. Whatever your vision, we have the expertise to bring it to life. With over 17 years of proven experience and a portfolio of landmark projects, more than 70% of our work comes from repeat clients, a true testament to our quality and reliability. For trusted construction solutions, contact McClatchy Construction Company Limited at 221-5405 or 222-5897 or via email. admin@mcclatchyconstruction.com. McClatchy Construction Company Limited. Building strong foundations for a better tomorrow.
Rhythms of Truth, a Kaiso story. The grand opening of the world's #1 Calypso tent, Kaiso Showcase 2026. Friday, 23rd January, 8 p.m., Naparima Bowl, San Fernando. Be prepared for a night of Calypso in all its forms. Social, political commentary, humor, pan, chutney, and suggestive sounds. Featuring performances by Queen Victoria, Lady Adana, Pharaoh, Mr. Shaq, Daddy Chinese, Eunice Peters, Calissa Charles Mapp, Alicia Richards, Il Drago, Mr. Mac, Nicholas Lucas, Rivaldo London, Lady Torlish, Carice Pascal, D. Juba, Roxy Singh, Queen Voice, Brother Ramkey, Cassie, Miss Ross, Empress, Medic, Greg, Mr. Lee, Fire Ring. Guest performances by Dev, Durango, Brio, and Raw Tour. Your MC, Damian Melville. Music by Razor Sharp, Chorus, Kaiso Flames. Tickets, advance $200. At the door, $250. Available at Roast and Toast, Superior Street, San Fernando. Athletes by the Park, Togo South Central Office, Mezzanine floor, Skinner Park, San Fernando. And from executive members. For more information, call 653-5732. Don't miss Rhythms of Truth, a Kaiso story. See you there.
The Lion Brand always had a plan, giving great taste all across the land. Pelori fry, bake roti and double stew, made with great taste just for me and you. All through the year and all season, the Lion Brand is the reason. When the Lion Brand in the kitchen, we know to mix and move, we're gonna mix and move.
This carnival season, mix and move with the Lion Brand of products, the power behind our great taste traditions.
With the Lion Brand.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday
from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM.
Hear my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Tobago, it's Carnival. The vibe, the event space, formerly known as Shade, for the court Tobago, says, let's celebrate Carnival. Bring your coolers every Friday and Saturday, starting from Friday the 30th of January till Carnival week, and pay $50 at the door with your cooler all night. No ice, no chaser allowed. Top DJ and artists passing through every Friday and Saturday. To pre-book your cabanas, call 369-6414 and 394-3612 or email iwermg@gmail.com. And this promotion is going on until Easter. Gates open at 9 p.m. It's rum, it's bacchanal. Bring your coolers and come.
Been down this road before. All that left is rum and bacchanal. This is Carnival.
This carnival season, come hungry and leave in love. Welcome to Flavor, a carnival culinary experience like no other. Every evening, the Queen's Park Savannah transforms into a vibrant village of food, culture, and celebration. Taste the best of Trinidad and Tobago with local street food, gourmet chefs, live cooking demos, cultural performances, and family-friendly experiences, all in one place. Join us at Flavor Village, Queen's Park Savannah, every day from 4 p.m. TNT, you're gonna love this.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Aloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on the Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Get ready to immerse yourself in the vibrant rhythms and the joyous spirit of sweet calypso. Join us for an unforgettable experience at the semi-final round of the Calypso Monarch competition. This is Calypso Fiesta. 40 Calypso stars will compete on the Skinner Park stage. Calypso Unleashed, boundless harmonies. Mark your calendars. Saturday, February 7th, 2026. Join us at Skinner Park in San Fernando for an afternoon of pure Calypso magic. Showtime 2 p.m. Tickets available on islandetickets.com or call us at 623-9660. Don't miss out on a chance to experience the rhythm and joy of the Caribbean in 2026. Calypso Unleashed, boundless harmony. This is Calypso Fiesta.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
The world #1 Calypso dance, Kaiser Showcase presents Rhythm of the Sea, where the rhythm meets the wave on board the Embassy Yacht on Friday, 30th January 2026. Boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando from 7 p.m. and sailing at 8 p.m. sharp. Featuring the ladies DJ, Dr. Ross and Sugar Ray. Early bird tickets $200. General admission $250. Tickets available at Roast and Toast Restaurant, Bar and Grill. Number 86 Superior Street, San Fernando. Attorneys by the Park. Tuco South Central Zone Office. Mezzanine floor, Skinner Park, San Fernando. And from Tuco South Executive Members. For more information, call 653-5732. Don't miss out on the first ever Calypso tent on the high seas.
Everybody is somebody.
Kaiso Showcase, Rhythm of the Sea.
This carnival season, come hungry and leave in love. Welcome to Flavor, a carnival culinary experience like no other. Every evening, the Queen's Park Savannah transforms into a vibrant village of food, culture, and celebration. Taste the best of Trinidad and Tobago with local street food, gourmet chefs, live cooking demos, cultural performances, and family-friendly experiences, all in one place. Join us at Flavor Village, Queen's Park Savannah, every day from 4 p.m. TNT, you're gonna love this.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
The Gap Man Limited.
Get ready for the vibrant rhythms and joyful spirit of Sweet Calypso at the semi-final round of Calypso Monarch competition. Calypso Fiesta, right? I had to be there. I had set that date in my calendar. 40 Calypso stars light up the Skinner Park stage. Calypso Unleashed. This is Calypso Fiesta, Skinner Park, San Fernando. Saturday, February the 7th, 2026. Showtime, 2 p.m. So February the 7th, all you accustomed with showtime. All you know what time. Tickets at islandetickets.com or call 623-9660. Don't miss the rhythm and joy of the Caribbean. This is Calypso Fiesta. It's Kaisorama. Trinidad and Tobago, get ready for words, wit, and raw lyrical fire. Kaisorama 2026 is here. The battle begins Monday, February the 2nd. 7 p.m. at the Radisson Hotel. Then the grand finals go down Tuesday, February the 10th at 7 p.m. at Napa. Watch the extempo giants go head-to-head on stage. One crowd, one champion. Registration open until Friday, January the 30th at all Tuco offices. Kaisorama, where lyrics rule and legends are born. And of course, we in that season where tremendous aspects of our culture are showcased, and we have the opportunity, the unique opportunity of being able to enjoy, to participate, to enjoy these cultural phenomenons, right? We are special. People come from far and wide. And we look forward to those people also coming, of course. So behave all yourself. And in the spirit of being Trinbagonian, welcome the world to Trinidad and Tobago. Let us enjoy. Those who could go out, Kaisorama, Calypso Fiesta as well. We know that Calypso is more than music to us. I was talking to a young woman who sings as well yesterday, and just running through some of the calypsos of the year. Of course, some have weighed in politically, some have stayed away, some have decided to let their input be inspirational towards Trinidad and Tobago. You know, some have continued with humor. Even discussing some of our issues in a humorous fashion as well. Take a listen. And don't just listen or rush to what you like and you're vexed because somebody critical about something you may like. Criticism is good. Right? And if it's unwarranted and it's not founded, and listen to it and you're not even take it on, right? Let us enjoy the art forms. So we have those two events coming up, and as much as possible, let's enjoy them. All right, so just turning towards the news, and of course we could feel free to call in at any point, and I'll check some of the comments online as well. Of course, the salutations and good mornings, etc., always coming from those online as well, and they are appreciated. Good morning again to Trinidad and Tobago. All right, so this sad unnatural death of a child. Forgive me, but I ain't even want to go into it too much. But I mean, we have to be extremely careful. God knows best in some of these accidental situations as well. And our condolences, of course, to the family. But a child, just from looking at the headline itself, choked on his vomit. So you all be careful as well for the parents as well. But some things are beyond our control, and accepting the difficult things that we cannot change is important for us, and is part of this life. Yes, we have joy, we have Calypso Fiesta, we have Kaiso Rama, we have so many other things, but we also have sadness as well, and sorrow. So again, our commiserations to the family. TTPS clarifies rules for vehicle wrecking. Now, of course, people have to be cautious about wrecking. Try your best to follow the rules, as one of my callers would have learned. You have to park in the direction that the traffic is flowing. Don't park against the traffic flow. Sometimes you're tempted because a parking spot is hard to find, and when you're coming eastwards, for example, you see a parking spot on the next side of the road, and instead of going and turning to come around to try to catch that park, you want to cross over and park. You're going to get a ticket for that, certainly in St. James, for example, and maybe some other commercial busy places. I don't think that is the case in rural areas, obviously, but be cautious, and it actually is a safer thing to do. So I can understand the encouragement, but of course these fines and these tickets are substantial as well. To take the risk. There are yellow lines and white lines on the side of the road for the distance from the corners, etc. are telling all you the wrecker walking on the avenue. And it's not just because the wrecker walking, but there's extreme pain as well. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Fuad.
Hey, morning, Mr. West. Welcome.
Yes, same to you. Yesterday I didn't take the opportunity to congratulate Mr. Sally on your program.
Yeah, man.
And you struck a very good point this morning when you spoke about criticisms. If you want to develop, if you want to improve on anything you're doing, if you're a mechanic, if you're a teacher, if you're a politician, you need to listen to criticism. And as you rightly said, constructive criticism, because people will say, people would criticize you because they don't want you to succeed. And you have those who would wish that you succeed, and they would put the constructive criticism there. They tell you as it is, where it is, and whatever. Some people would tell you what they believe that you want to hear.
Yeah.
Right? So you are very discerning in terms of the criticism that leveled against you, and what criticism is very important. And I hope politicians understand that. I hope leaders understand that.
Yeah.
One of the things I looked at also, I look at Port of Spain. I look at those cities. And I still believe that we still operating, in the pre-independence period. Because to a large extent, you have those, talk about reform of those city councils. Port of Spain is in a mess. The people who you have there managing, I don't know, they're not representative of, I'm talking about the mayors, not representative of the people. And it's time we move where we can elect mayors to these various cities and whatever, wherever it is. But the fact remains is that you have an election, they don't even contest a seat in the area, in the district.
Yeah.
They don't contest. You just take whoever likes somebody, take them. I like this boy, I like this man for mayor, and you put them there. But the mayor is not represented, is not elected by the people.
Yeah.
And he's not really accountable to them. He's accountable to his master, the person who put him there.
Yeah, the political directorate who puts him there.
And people have to understand that we have to move away from that.
Yeah.
So you have elections and people go up for mayor or those. You have to, this country, in a warp, And nobody, municipal reform and this and that is the reform you want. Because you attract people with the capacity, the people, and people elect those people to go to take control of the cities and the municipalities. That is one of the reforms I want. And unless the people, because the people in Port of Spain, whether they're in Woodbrook and wherever it is behind the bridge, and they seem quite contented. They're in business. Because the city is falling apart, all people will do is just leave and go probably wherever they believe that. But Port of Spain as it is, you need a revitalization of Port of Spain. Even if you don't have the money, you need to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Look at the promenade. You have big tourist boat coming in here. You say you have to invite in tourism and all that kind of thing. And the city in a mess.
Yeah.
Every day people come. Not I alone complain, other people. So I'm saying that we need to have people who are representative of the people as a mayor. This nonsense about people, party, a political party, a prime minister, or whoever it is, putting a opposition leader, putting a mayor, just taking somebody and put as a mayor. That has to stop if you want progress. Another one thing I want to talk about also with respect to that, you have people in those constituencies. These parliamentary representatives, sorry, in Tobago, that might be a lesson to him. I don't know to what extent they are connected with the constituents or the districts and whatnot, which is very important. They divorce themselves from the constituency. For example, a constituency calling to tell the radio, say to the radio that they have water, they have that, but where is the councillor?
Yeah.
As soon as they're elected, they're gone. In fact, even before they're elected, they're not connected to the people, They're not connected. The only connection, this is why I admire people like Munilal in South. I could speak to him. I could speak to Saddam and those people, other people. But they're not connected. And when just 2 weeks before a year before the election, they're lining up to say they're going back to work, and they have the activists like fools running around them to put them back in office. That can't be. You have to stay connected with your constituency. You have to nurse that constituency.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You have to be with the people. And that is, and you can't say as soon as you win and you talk about, I had too much at work. But what it is, you taken to every quarter, you have a town meeting within different districts in order to liaise with the people and find out what they need and whatnot, and to make the necessary representation for resources and whatnot. What it takes.
Get help. If you can't manage it on your own, that's what you have an office for. That's what you have employees for.
That is what I'm saying. You have the people within your constituency office. You have in the past, people didn't have those resources.
Yeah.
But they have it now. But all this, and there's a mentality, the attitude in Trinidad. People go, they get, even in the workplace, they get jobs, and they just sit down, they come in when they want. I have a government work and that is it. No productivity, but again, it has to do with management and administration. And let me not take too much of your time this morning.
No problem at all. Thank you very much. Valid contributions always. So you are afforded the time based on your capacity and also your continued delivery. Thank you very much. And thanks to all the callers who add to this program. do not be intimidated. 342-008-14665-391. Your point, your expression, your opinion is more than welcome as well. So, there are people who are more accustomed and seasoned who find it easy to call in. But if you have an opinion or a view on something, even though you are not a usual caller, feel free. There's a real safe place here. All right? And your contribution is also essential to the wider population who is listening to this program as well. I thank all the people. I walking through Sawa yesterday. It has some manhole covers and things that need to fix desperately as well. We have some critical infrastructure that could be harmful to those living in those areas, etc. And worse yet, to people who are not accustomed, who visit in those areas. We need to address that as well. I understand the challenges in terms of finance. We have a challenge to do more with less, but there's some critical things that need to be addressed as well. Good morning, KFC. Welcome, brother.
Oh, blessed morning for us. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, man. Peace and blessings to you and your family.
Yeah, man. Do not be intimidated. Come out and talk and launch your complaint and see what's going on in your community.
Yeah.
And what kind of assistance they need. But when they come out and talk and they ask for things, it are people trying to victimize you politically and screaming calls for minister that you make the government look bad. It have one, tell my big brother, she disappointed in him and she make him feel shame at talk show silence frequency because he was talking on behalf of the man with $19,000 who get the ticket and if I should get time and when position should have discretion. A big activist in the UNC,
Mm-hmm.
Want to call me Santa Cruz. All of them playing a part with my political victimizing me, and for what I be in liberty,
Mm-hmm.
For what they listening? I am I talking my mind, because me have nothing to lose. I work with my with my MP for the while, right? That I light up, right? I had a press conference sometime at Sunday. You know, they had food card. She didn't give my food card. Christmas Day, they had food card. They give 41 MPs. Food card, they didn't call KFC and give KFC nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but what is that? But they want us to KFC today. I want to tell them. It was a P&M contract to make sure I put bread on my table for Christmas. And people I support, I call and they reach out to me. It I walk all over the place, they call and say, KFC, the 3 months contract this that I put on when they will call long. Nobody call them up to now.
Yeah.
And people feeling so, but people like afraid to come out and talk. But I come out and talk, I get victimized under the P&M for the last 9 years and I stay there. If they want to put me in the corner for 5 years again, they're going to make it. God is the boss. Who shall bless no man curse. For I look to understand by bless.
Blessings, man, all the time, right? Yeah, so reading the words of Chief Secretary Fali Augustine, elected with a huge mandate. I am leader of all Tobagonians, and of course, that's always it is the right thing to say. It is the right understanding to have, and of course, we want to see it incorporated into the actions of all politicians as well. When you lead a country, when you lead whatever demographic, a district, etc., you have a responsibility for everyone there, and you have to think clearly about fairness. You have to think clearly about being just to everyone. You have to think clearly about balance in what you do as well. Good morning, my brother. Welcome.
Good morning, my brother. Blessings, man.
Yeah, man. Same to you.
I don't know. I thought KFC would have already gotten through with something, boy.
Yeah, I try not to get too into it. I know they have met him. I know he has had certain things dealt with, and then there's certain things outstanding as well. Yeah, I don't get into it too much, right? And the specific circumstances, but I wish him the best as well. Yes. So.
Yeah. All right, brother. I want to hear your view on something this morning, Mr. Barker. With the outcome in Tobago, the 15-0, right? I know that there are some people who are very disenchanted with the PNM and so on. Do you think that some of the votes that went against the PNM would have been in the fact that, like, I think in like some Tobagonian, like if PNM did win, right, they would have a problem with accessing funds or money from the central government. I know that we have a good relationship with the government, but it may not be so with the PNM. So do you think that some people would have voted in that area that PNM, if PNM did win, they probably would have a problem accessing funds from the PNM, from the central government, or accessing funds? That is just a question I pay now to you, Mr. Barker.
Yeah, man. I think that might have been a consideration in the minds of some people. It may not be a motivating factor to vote for alone by itself, but if you have a situation where your THA is led by some group that has a good relationship with central government, that's a good situation. It is a good situation for delivery of goods and services, and of course the precedent has been set where the TPP administration has been given their highest budgetary allocation in years. I don't know if ever is the largest. I can't remember. And of course, people paid attention to that. It was news, and that situation is a positive one for Tobagonians. They would think, listen, we will get more done. We have the opportunity to communicate better with central government, and if this is working in our favor, then better we work with this, and we choose this for the next period before elections, because this is beneficial to us. There are some Tobagonians who are not so blinded by any tradition per se. They move as they choose, and also they restrain their votes as well. What we've seen from the figures is that people either went across to the TPP, right, or didn't vote because there was a decrease in the amount of votes that the PNM would have gotten. So a lot of considerations in the minds of Tobagonians. They feel as though, even though Mr. Farley has a good relationship with this central government, he does also have a certain level of autonomy and strength of himself, and he is not beholden as a PNM Tobago might have been. I say might, and this is all conceptual, to a larger PNM vessel. So all those considerations come into mind, and we have seen the ability of the Chief Secretary to be strong and independent and have his own views. So, congratulations to the TPP. Morning again, Mr. West.
Yeah, looking at the election in Tobago, coming out of that, I think something that is very instructive is the involvement of the young people in the politics in Tobago.
Yeah.
That is from my standpoint, where I'm standing from. I'm not really in the thick of things. But I sense that, you know, the politics is alive in Tobago among the young people. And you need to have that in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad needs to learn from Tobago.
Yeah.
And what was impressive to me, and I found I was very interested, I found it very interesting, you know, the level of the intelligence. I talk about young people in terms of, if you look at the local the assembly itself, those people vying for election, the people who compose the PDP, or what is it, PDP? I don't know. That party, Fali's party. Young people, and they're very articulate, very intelligent people. I said, well, look, what is happening in Trinidad? You know, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing people who actually taken the foe, and those people, again, I'm saying some of them very tired. They're not 70 years or 80 years, but they look very tired. And I like the energy in Tobago with respect to those young people, and in terms of, you know, running the assembly and that kind of thing. You have probably more modern ideas, more, you know, fresh thinking and that kind of thing. But time will tell again, because I could be wrong. But I'm saying that I like the path that they are following, and it's very good. I think Trinidad has a lot to do with that. Should really take a look at that. It was once so in the 60s and 70s, I think, where you had youth groups and youth organizations. You had people who were getting into politics who came out of various organizations and who were very active in the community. That is no longer the case. People just go there for a job, right? And that is the thing. But I want to make one call. Somebody called me and spoke with someone yesterday, and they talk about the West. And I want to make a plea to Mr. Padarat, because water is and not that they don't have water, but the fact that people are complaining about not that the pipeline burst and all that kind of thing, and nobody repairing that, and as a result of that, the pressure is low and they can't get water. Mr. Padarat, you're in a very difficult time now, and people, they could become very irate. They're very,
on edge.
Irate, as I said.
Yeah.
But you need to, these things, or these simple things. You have people, for example, in the West, I think, from the manager and all that. You have to better coordination. You must have accountability. Where is the CEO? CEO sit down there. The fact remains is that you need to, and when you get up on a morning, you must have before you as a CEO or probably the manager, complaints on your desk. And then you send people outside there to repair. You have pumps. If the pump's not working, water is very essential. They're not functioning. Get new pumps or get the parts. Employ people who could do the work. Not people who based on trial and error like a roadside mechanic. Get people who are trained to do it, so when they repair it, that is, but you repair it in the morning, and by the time you even everything is done, and it takes the next 7 days to repair. These things could be fixed. I saw it in between 2010 and 2015. These things have to change. You're frustrating the people more.
Yeah.
To deal with it, I'm just asking Mr. Padarat to look into that matter. Right? Yeah. Because when they get angry against you, not the managers and the area managers and those people who, the workers on the lower level,
Yeah.
You
are the public representative. You are the face of the institution as well, and the buck stops up there. So yes, you will get the backlash.
Because simply you have a manager on a desk. Every morning you get the complaints and you put the complaints down. You have those people who in charge, and you have a van or truck or whatever it is that does the repair. And you send out your teams to the various areas to repair the thing. You can't be a month, 6 weeks, nobody is turning up, the people falling. Is a long waiting time. Sometimes they have to leave it and put it down and get that in order for the people. Don't get the people irritated. It's not. I don't think it's you, but the fact remains is that when you have to listen to what the people are saying and try to get things done, get action, get those people under you, the CEO, get those people under him working. get the people in the area department, get things to satisfy the needs of the people. This thing, all you have to be you have to navigate this difficult period.
Yeah.
You sure you're not how the Prime Minister had to navigate this geopolitical thing? Huh?
Yeah.
You have to navigate this difficult period, and don't think this period is an easy one. It's a very challenging one. I understand it. But there's basic things that you have to do, right? It calls for what you call political acumen. You have to use that to manage that situation, navigate it. Don't get the people irritated. Don't get them irate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. West. And with crumbling infrastructure, right? Infrastructure that wears over time, you are chasing your tail sometimes to try to fix and fix and fix. That particular area of delivery of palatable water to all of Trinidad and Tobago, we have been unsuccessful in getting to a point where it is satisfactory. And that is a momentous challenge for us as a nation, and certainly for our leaders and for those who take on that responsibility in the Ministry of Public Utilities, right? But it is a serious one which needs to be met with a serious plan and action following that plan as well. I would hope that there are goals that are set and that will be articulated to the public and that will be met and achieved in order to, at some point, and we need to set, a goal to alleviate this problem, because delivery of water, it's a basic necessity, and not being able to access water in your taps for months is not acceptable. Is not acceptable. I understand the challenges as well. You may see a couple $2 billion in a portfolio in a ministry and think that it is a large sum, but in the scheme of what needs to be done, in the scheme of recurring expenditure, it pales in comparison to what is needed. So it's a tough time. I might sound like I'm making excuses. I ain't want to sound like I'm making excuses, but it's a tough time to govern. But you have to find the grit and the determination to succeed even in a tough time. That is the challenge that exists. So run this leg hard, work hard over this 5. If you burn out and you can't make, you go pass the baton. But do that work, because that is an absolute essential. It is an absolute essential, and we pray and we hope that we could recover economically as a country as well, so that more is available for us to do more in these critical areas. If there's any innovation that we can tap into, search, find out affordable innovation that makes it easier. I know there's this drive towards accessing landlocked water that already exists in Trinidad on the land, wells, etc., in communities, so that they can add to the volume that is pushed through our pipes, delivered to homes. Whatever innovative decisions, solutions can be found, they have to be found. You know, there's the other work, there's the communication that is necessary, there's the nature of the politics that has to take place, and you have this work, there's the legislative work that has to be done as well by these ministers, and of course they have their supporting teams. Get competent people. Get competent people. Get people who are driven to work to reach a goal, and set a goal for the organizations that you lead. Set those goals and drive the people in your organizations to achieve what is necessary. Everyone has to do their part, because while you're working in WASA, you want water home too. And it's not that you will just ensure that you take care of you alone, but you have to take care of the citizens also. So don't go and just think is a work. Whatever responsibility you are given with, do it to the best of your ability. Learn within the organizations that you exist in. Have a certain level of professionalism. Improve yourself. Work towards making it better. You fix 10 today. By next year, you should be able to close your eyes and fix 20, if that is possible. Reach your maximum capacity, because public service is not just a work to get paid. It is you improving the life of someone else. Every leak you fix, every time you do the best to smoothen out the road that all you dig up, is a convenience, is an added plus to all of our lives, to your cousin, your brother, your friend, your co-worker. Let us think better. Let us think and act better. And this is what we need to teach throughout our society. Because this is what will make this Trinidad and Tobago better, stronger, more comfortable for all of us. Just imagine a time where you have water, everybody have water. And I don't have to study which day, how long, if it go reach up to me, full water, carry bottles, you know. I could take that off of my list of things to do, and I could take that time and invest it in my children, or invest it in somebody else's child, help somebody else, talk to some for 10 minutes or half an hour more. Let us do our part. So, you know, in the words of Mr. Augustine as he spoke after the win, and we have seen the preliminary results which have shown that 10,000 residents of Tobago voted for the PNM roughly, and about 16,000 voted for the TPP. The words of Mr. Augustine is that I want us to be clear that we must be gracious in victory. Our campaign said that Tobago is we. That means that the Tobago we represent includes those that did not vote for us. That is essential as well. Yes, sometimes you have to bring a balance if there was an imbalance. Yes, you may lean on people who you trust to deliver from a managerial perspective, but you need to be fair and balanced to all of Trinidad and Tobago if you are truly going to lead Trinidad and Tobago. That means that the Tobago we represent includes those that did not vote for us. And I want to say that as long as I am the leader of this team, we will ensure that all Tobagonians, all of Tobago, whether you are black, blue, red, white, or indifferent, that you are provided for by the Tobago community, he said. Augustine said that tomorrow, in keeping with the Tobago House of Assembly Act, the president, barring any extenuating circumstances, should be on the island to swear in the Chief Secretary, Deputy Chief Secretary, and all members of the newly constituted THA. For the first time in the Assembly's history, there will be no opposition or minority leader, as the PNM failed to win any electoral districts. Augustine said he would address how democracy will be preserved in Tobago following the swearing-in ceremony. Immediately thereafter, I will address the Tobago public on mechanisms that we will put in place to ensure that democracy remains alive and that all people in Tobago will have access to ask questions, to be critical, to share criticisms, and to even engage with area representatives on what they would like to see, he said. He added that the TPP has already demonstrated its commitment to democratic principles, noting that the party embraced candidates from varied political backgrounds. You know, I think that as well was essential, the movement of Mr. Dinoon from the PNM to the TPP, Mr. Duke as well, big man thing, patching up whatever substantial issues he had with Mr. Farley and maybe some others, and coming on board and working as well to achieve this tremendous win as well. So we pay attention to all of that, and of course the new old, the continuing Chief Secretary stating words that are essential and important, and now the actions of course must flow from that as well. A huge mandate that he has. Good morning, Prezi. You coming at the
good
end?
morning, good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I am good, man. Thank God.
You're back in town. How about you, son? I get back in town.
I in town. I in the capital.
All right, okay. When you come back in?
Not too long ago. my details, and I keep my details quiet.
Today's the first day you really in town on the program.
Nah, yesterday, since Monday, since Monday I won, man. You're missing out, Papa.
Yeah, kind of missing out on the sister. I flip across on the sister station because it's interesting from 6 o'clock in the morning, really, too.
All right, nice.
Right, so I now will come up for them for 2 seconds to see if you're on and I recognize you're on. So good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. And cause you know everybody don't know me on this station and the next station, Trinidad already. And good morning, good. And well, you know, we got a little rain, so we're looking at the dry season. It's so dry. But I ain't hear what it was because I now fly on and hear you and say I must hear you because I ain't hear what your topic is about.
All right, no problem. Well, you know where to be tomorrow. Don't miss.
Yeah, because I see you very close to 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you back on the program because you was kind of distant when you was really thing on it, getting cut, a kind of staccato kind of thing. I'm glad to hear you. We go talk tomorrow again.
All right, nice, man.
All right, we go talk to Senator tomorrow again. I go tune in on the both stations to the best that I could do, and we holding up. Thank you.
All right, love, blessings. All right, so if you didn't know, I am back and loud and clear from Trinidad, right? The distance made me sound a little distant. That's how it goes sometimes. I hope that everyone enjoyed the holiday period and they enjoyed family and that ability to spend some more time. We are human beings. We work hard, right? Parts of our culture that we can to re-emphasize and solidify. We work hard and we play hard, right? Play as in enjoy your family, play with your children, So when we are working, when we are out, let us do our best. Let us be professional. Let us contribute. Let us affect others' lives positively. If everyone picks up themselves, pull up your boots, tie your lacings, and do your part. Plus, whatever you could do. Don't study whoever else and encourage others. People are encouraged by your effort as well, you know. People will see your efforts if you are in a team and you are working. You will set the pace. Use my words. Encourage them with my words. Hey, let we get this done and do it well. And let me see if we can hit our next one. How much more on the list? Because people will appreciate we going and help it. Some mother, some father, some child going and be able to get water or electricity or whatever we doing. A passport, a birth paper or whatever, a license. Somebody gonna get through, smile, and be more comfortable. We are going to add to someone's lives if we make that effort. Instead of wasting life, we waste life when we just sit idle. We waste precious time that can never come back. And we have to find ways to engage the energies of our people constructively so that so much life and time is not wasted in Trinidad and Tobago. That is also a challenge. Maybe we'll speak about it further tomorrow. Spread the news. I am here. There's no other frequency, man. 91.9. Prezi. Fall back in. Alright. Blessings to everyone. And God willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Love and respect to everyone. Take care.
Highlight the rhythms that keep our culture alive. It's time for our Soca Pick of the Day, sponsored by KFC.
It was great from the start. Couldn't stand to be apart. Here in the road calling me. Closer the better. With you forever. Don't want to feel lonely. The beat taking over me. Can't forget the feeling, yeah. No, I'm causing a scene. If I can't